This mobility drill is great to do in the morning and just wake everything up and start to feel centered. Start at the top of your mat with your feet hip width apart. Lengthen the spine and start to engage the legs. As you inhale, interlace the fingers except your index finger over the head. As you breathe out, take a bend over to the right. Inhale back to center. And exhale, take a side bend over to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, lift the chest and the gaze upwards. Then fold forwards, softening the knees as much as you need to. Let the arms and the head and the neck hang heavy. And then take hold of the opposite elbow in each hand and sway the body forwards to back. And then maybe side to side, releasing any tension from your lower back. Slide the hands onto the shins and lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forwards. Keep the right foot where it is and step the left toes back, coming into a long lunge. Lengthen the spine and send the left hip forwards, the right hip back. Keep the left hand on the floor and inhale your right arm up towards the ceiling. And if it feels good, maybe lean back slightly. Open the chest. Then lower the right hand to the inside of your right foot. Spin the back foot flat and lift your left arm up towards the ceiling, using your right arm to help open up that right thigh. Lower both hands to the inside of that right foot and gently lower the back knee down. Keep the toes tucked and draw in the lower belly to help protect your lower back. Start to shift the weight back, straightening the right leg and flex the toes back toward your face. You can always bring that right hand onto your right leg to help lengthen the spine, find more space. Breathe in to lengthen. Exhale, draw the right hip back. Then walk your hands forwards back through that low lunge. Lift the back knee and start to straighten the front leg as you breathe in. As you breathe out, come back into that lunge. Inhale as you find that extension. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend as best as you can, doesn't matter if there's a bend in the leg. Then lower back into that lunge and step back to plank and push back to downward facing dog. Doing any little movements that feel good, pedaling through the legs or swaying the hips side to side. As you inhale, rise onto the toes, soften the knees and step the feet behind the back of the wrists. Soften the knees and allow the head, the arms and the neck to hang heavy. And slide the hands up the shin as you breathe in. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forwards. Keep the left foot in front and step the right toes back, long lunge. Keep the right hand on the floor, and as you breathe in, lift that left arm up towards the ceiling. Taking that slight bend backwards. Then lower the hand to the inside of your left foot. Spin the back foot down and open up the right arm, using that left arm to help open up the left thigh. Lower the left hand back down. Spin onto the back toes and lower the back knee, keeping the toe tucked. Lift the lower belly away from your front thigh. And maybe bring that left hand onto the thigh to help lengthen. Then start to walk the hands back, straighten the left leg and draw the toes back. Send the right hip forwards and the left hip back. Don't worry if there's a bend in that front leg. Try to maintain that nice long spine. Then walk yourself forwards back through that low lunge. Tuck the back toes, lift the knee, and start to straighten your front leg as you breathe in. As you breathe out, bend the leg, lower back into that lunge. Inhale as you extend. Exhale as you bend. Inhale as you extend as best as you can. In exhale, bend. Then step the feet back to downward facing dog. Breathing in, find length. Then slowly lower the knees all the way to the floor. Untuck the toes and sit back on your heels into child's pose. As you inhale, stretch the arms forwards. And then walk the hands over to the right side of your mat, lengthening the left side of the body. Then walk the hands back through the center and over to the other side, this time lengthening the right side. Walk the hands back to center. Lift the gaze forwards and slide the hands forwards, coming into puppy pose. Gently rest your forehead towards the mat. If it doesn't quite touch, you can always bring it on a yoga block or on a pillow. Keep the lower belly drawing in to protect your back. And if you want to take it a little bit deeper, bend your arms and bring the thumbs towards the back of your neck. Lengthening underneath the arms. Then wherever you are, release the hands and roll yourself forwards to a tabletop position. As you breathe in, arch the back, lift the chin of the chest. As you breathe out, push the floor away and round the spine, moving through a few gentle cat and cows, moving with your own breath. Breathing in as you arch the back, lift the gaze. And exhale as you draw the belly button towards the spine. Come back to a neutral spine, tuck the toes and come into downward facing dog. Then walk the feet behind the back of your wrists. Bend the legs and come all the way onto your sit bones, bringing the soles of the feet together into Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. Inhale as you lengthen, and as you exhale, lead with the chest as you begin to fold forwards. Inhale, find length. Exhale as you fold. Breathing in and breathing out. One more inhale. Exhale, letting it go. And then slowly roll yourself back up to seated. Bring the hands behind your back. Bring the feet flat about hip width apart. Start to lift the hips up towards the ceiling, reverse tabletop. And gently lower the sit bones back to the floor. Keep a bend in the legs and hold on to the outside edges of your feet. Try to keep your tummy glued to your thighs. Then if you want to take it a little bit further, just inch your sit bones back and wiggle your feet further away. Trying to keep that length in the spine, that tummy against the thighs, and use your hands to draw the toes back. Breathe in to lengthen. Breathe out to fold. Being kind on your hamstrings. And then begin to let it go. Slowly roll yourself back up to seated. Bring the hands behind your back. Point the toes towards the floor and lift up to reverse plank. If this is too much, you can always do reverse tabletop. Then lower the sit bones down and come to find a kneeling position. If this is uncomfortable on your knees, you can always sit in cross-legged or any other position that feels more comfortable. If you're kneeling, then take your hips over to the right, and everybody lift your right arm alongside your ear for a deep side stretch. Lift the arm back up, take the hips over to the other side, and lift your other arm alongside the ears, lengthening the left side of your body. Then come back to center. Interlace your fingers in front of your chest, and as you breathe out, push the palms forwards and around the spine. As you inhale, lift the arms alongside the ears, gentle arch in the back, then release the hands. Doing that again. As you breathe out, round the spine, push the palms forwards. As you inhale, lift the arms, open the chest. Release the arms. One more time. Push the palms forwards as you breathe out. And as you inhale, lift the arms, lift the chest. Release the arms. I hope you feel great after doing this mobility drill. And have a fantastic day. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.